What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? What up, guys? What up, dudes? What up, Tom? Hold on 1 second. Something's not right. I gotta fix something real quick. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the beautiful show, the Beautiful People Show, the greatest show on earth, okay? The ZolYin podcast. Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I promised I would do something. By the way, 89, I think I know who you are now. I think I know your little secret. I think I figured out who you are. The secret safe with me. Secret safe with me. It's all good. Let me find this thing. I want to make sure I see the stream on the channel. I just want to make sure it's actually not having issues. And people like, oh, I'm having an echo. Let me see. There you go. All right. There you go. You have been deputized. Deputized right there, my friend. Welcome back to the channel, everybody, to the greatest show on earth, the Great ZolYin podcast, where I used to do live streams all the time. I think it's almost been a year, right, since I started? Since I really started. I mean, I had this show before, but this is like the legit show. Like, I've been pretty much almost nonstop. Oh yeah, here we go. We do the show. All right. See, I'm on. As you can tell, I'm on that StreamYard. I like StreamYard better. You're welcome, Tom. You're welcome, Tom. I like StreamYard much better in a way. Like, the interface itself is way better than OBS. It has better features as far as what you can do, but I like the way it looks with the customization of OBS. If I could just mix the two, I saw how to do it, but it looks like a lot of work. I won't lie. It's gonna take a whole afternoon just to do that, so I'll do that at some point. I just didn't want to do it right now. Am I sharing both the screens or just me? It's just me, right? Yeah, I think I am. I'm gonna remove this. There you go. That warning's gone. Welcome, Raymond. What's up, bro? Here we go. One of these days, I'll yeah. I guess it gives you a little notification and it won't stop bothering you if you share one thing and it's hidden. I got something good today. We might break something that's a little kosher. Let me see if I can share screen without breaking the rules. I think I can do it without. I think so. Can I add a feature? I want to add something to the stream. Let me see. Nope. I boomered it again. I'm trying to see if I can add something. I messed up. I should have done this before. Screen layout. Doesn't look like it's gonna let me add something extra. I was trying to see. That's not good for me. The fact that I don't have it added already to the stream. Actually, no, I can do this live. Yeah, so like I was saying, there's a lot going on today. I want to show you guys something interesting. At least I find it interesting. I think I can do it without breaking the rules. If I break the rules, I'll just take the stream off public view, and you guys get to watch it after the fact. You know what I mean? Breaking something kosher. We have Kanye in the house. No, what I mean is TOS. You're not supposed to show other people's content, but I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not expecting to make money off this one. I just wanna do a community kind of thing. I might start doing like some of these like impromptu kind of streams. Yeah, I might start doing that. My head's moving all over the screen, so sorry about that. Now I understand why when people use OBS, they're more focused on the screen very easily versus the StreamYard people. People on StreamYard be like doing a billion things. I'm like, oh, I see why. It's all live. It's not easy, man. It's not easy being cheesy. There's a lot going on back here. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of that. It makes you look schizophrenic. You know what I mean? I can remove this from the studio. Okay, if I can remove stuff live, can I? See, this is why I said this is like a test. Because this is not like, to me, it's not a real stream. Oh, I can remove myself from the stream. That's not good. Don't ever give me that option. What happened to the add features? Oh no. No. I don't want to present myself. What are we doing? It removed it. Oh my god. So how am I supposed to do this? Picture in picture, what does that mean? Present. Not slides. Video file. Share screen. Okay. This is kind of scary. Okay, good. Okay, good. Tab. That's what I'm looking for. This bad boy. Share that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. Look at how many of these there are. I'm going to show you this article today. Look at how many versions of the article people saved. That's how you know it triggered people. And I don't mean triggered in a bad way. I mean, it pissed people off enough that they wanted to make sure they got this. This is going to be the best, in my opinion, this is going to be like the best kind of formal ending of Katana, in my opinion. This is the perfect ending of Katana. The way I interpret it, the Katana ending. Let me put myself on the screen. Ugh, this makes me look kind of narcissistic, but I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let me just go back to this. I want to show you what I want to show you. I'm gonna read it out, but I also want to show you content from other people who have reacted to this. It's very important. This is good stuff. This is good stuff, bros. I'm going to get this one too. I want to make sure we have all the juice. Let me get one more. Present. Let me just go ahead and go to, how do I stop screen? See, the problem is it deletes it every time you do that. So I don't know how I'm supposed to do multiple. It's supposed to let you do, I did multiple before. Share screen. Tab. Okay, so can I do all of them? Or can I just do one? I can only do one? Share tab audio? Yeah. Okay. I should be able to do all of them. I don't know why I can't. Let's see what happens if I do this. Will it show? Is it showing? It's not showing, is it? Is it showing? Is it sharing? No, it's not. It's only sharing the one, huh? I don't know if it's sharing. Did it share? I don't know. I'm not even sure. I'm just kind of playing around and testing it. Let me just give it a look. I'm a little anal about this because I want to make sure that when you guys see it, I don't think it's sharing. I'm going to try it. All right, let's try it now. I'm going to go here and see if it shares. Is it showing the next screen? No? Damn, this is like a test. All right. This is it. That's it. I tried. Y'all, I tried. I'm gonna just do it one at a time then. I thought I could have just done all three of them, but I guess I was wrong. Okay, my mic's not muted. All right, I'm gonna read it though. Here's my take on this thing, okay? What is this about? Well, this is a long time coming. We need to talk about this. Is this from tonight? I think this is the tonight version. No, that's 14. This morning. I want 22:53. Someone recorded this. Someone, oh no, that's from the first. This is from today, right here. We want this version. All right, so let's declare a Katana amnesty. All right, let me get myself in this thing. All right, I want to read this out. I think this is good. How about that? That's better. That's what I want. There you go. We're learning here. We're learning. We are learning. Oh, let me look at this. Let me look at the chat real quick before I continue. Scroll down. Don't go full schizo. You got it. I'll be careful. I should be extra schizo actually tonight. It's perfect timing. But no, we're good. We're all gonna make it. We're all gonna make it. I agree. Let me see. Okay. Did I miss anybody else? Okay, cool. Death by Snoo Snoo. Death by Snoo Snoo. Oh man, I have a horror story. Maybe I shouldn't say it. I got my girl thin. So I was gonna say now the Snoo Snoo's okay. Before I might have died. Oh man, that's funny. Ah, man. Mm. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Let's read this out. Let's declare a katana amnesty. We need to forgive one another for what we did, what we did, and said when we were in the dark about katana. Shut up, Emily. That is such an Emily thing to say. She's definitely an Emily. Okay. Now in my high school, we called the know-it-all Emily. That was Karen before the Karen. Just like this because there was a girl named Emily. She was always a big know-it-all. And then I found her one day, a couple of years later, after high school. I saw her. She was working at the ticket counter. I won't tell you what airline, but it's not a good airline. Boy, oh boy. Big smile on my face. Big smile. And I sent my dad flying on first class. And she was just like, first class? Oh, man, the look on her face was gold. Boy, I tell you what, man. I swear to God. Let me tell you something, guys. Okay? High school's not real. Okay? High school does not mean your future. Just because I was a goofball. And I worked hard, but I was definitely a goofball in high school. And I did A-okay. I did pretty good for myself in the end there. Now again, that doesn't mean it's going to be everybody. It just means that don't take too much stock into high school because, oh, man. Don't waste it, but don't think it's going to be the future. In April 2020, with nothing else to do, my family took an enormous number of hikes. We all wore cloth masks. Okay, that's an L. You outside and you wearing a cloth mask. Come on. If you're not in the desert, don't talk to me. We all wore cloth masks that I had made myself. We had a family hand signal, which the person in the front would use if someone was approaching on the trail, and we needed to put on our masks. Once, when another child got too close to my then 4-year-old son on the bridge, "Are you a mom? Oh, that poor child. R.I.P. He yelled at that future's dark. He yelled at her social distancing. R.I.P. y'all. Let me just go ahead and drink some water. R.I.P. Poor Trevor. Jebediah. It's over. It's over, bro. He's gonna be the 40-year-old virgin. Okay, that's evil. These precautions were totally misguided. In April 2020, no one got the I almost said the word. You almost caught me, but nope. Too smart. I'm too smart. Katana from passing someone else's hiking. Outdoor transmission was vanishingly rare. Our cloth masks made out of old bandanas wouldn't have done anything anyway. You are so stupid, Emily. But the thing is, we didn't know. No, you're stupid is what it is. You're stupid, okay? That's all it is. You're sheep. It's my my sibling, my youngest sibling could have told you that was dumb. And she ain't watching the news, I'll tell you that much. I have been reflecting on this lack of knowledge thanks to a class I'm co-teaching at Brown University on katana. We spent several lectures reliving the first year of the katana event. You are so dumb. Discussing the many important choices we had to make under conditions of tremendous uncertainty. Yo, you are definitely not fit for this world. Some of these choices turn out to be better than others. To make an example close to my own work, there is an emerging, if not universal consensus that schools in the U.S. were closed for too long. That's called Tuesday, honey. The health risks of in-school spread were relatively low. G, where the cost to students' well-being and educational progress were high. Oh, really? The latest figures on learning loss are alarming. Some people should not have kids, bro. I'm sorry. I'm saying it. You're not that bright. You're definitely not bright enough to have a child and them becoming actually functioning. Because this kid's not going to be okay if they're under your wing only. Okay, this is not good. this is dangerous. But in spring and summer 2020, we only had glimmers of information. Reasonable people who cared about children and teachers advocated on both sides of the reopening debate. Derek Thompson, school closures were a failed policy. Another example where waxes came out, we lacked definitive data on the relative efficacies of the Johnson & Johnson shot versus the mRNA. I don't have a code word for that. The Myrna options for, oh yeah, I forgot the plant people and the other plant people. The Myrna, almost had me say that word again, guys. The Myrna waxes have won out, but at the same time, many people in the in the public health were either neutral or expressed the Joe Blow preference. That's right, I'm calling them Joe Blow now. This misstep was nefarious. It was a result of uncertainty. Okay, sure. Obviously, some people. Wrong inflection. Obviously, some people intended to mislead and made wildly irresponsible claims. You mean you? Remember when the public health community had to spend a lot of time and resources urging Americans not to inject themselves with bleach? I don't know that. When did that happen? Did someone do that? I've never heard of that. Is that the Tide Pod thing? I hope that's not the Tide Pod thing. That was bad. Misinformation was and remains a huge problem. Yeah, people like you spreading stupid lies. But most errors were made by people who were working in earnest for the good of the society. Yo, the gaslighting. Oh my God, where's the chat? I gotta read the chat. What the chat saying? The chat, yo. I gotta scroll up. Hold on one second. Scroll. Someone said gaslighting amnesty. That's 100%. Oh my God. Hey, what's up, Tech Chief? Yeah, he's right on time. Look what Raymond say. Yeah, is doing ballet in a minefield of banned words. Yo, this is absolutely dodgeball. If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. It's dangerous out here. Oh Lord, I'm doing the Matrix, y'all. I'm doing it for you, okay? This is fun times. Did you say Spirit Airlines? That's a good guess. You're close. Oh, you're close. You're dangerously close. It's another bad airline. I think she still worked there. Actually, she could have been a plate, to be honest, because she was definitely giving me the eyes. Yo, she was definitely giving me the eyes. I should look her up. Yo, she added, oh, I shouldn't say this, but at some point I had seen, like, I didn't have at the time, now I don't have it, but at the time I had Facebook, and this is many years ago, and I was looking at my Facebook, and she added me. I said, I ain't adding her. Oh my God. Whoo, putting on the line. I am definitely putting it on the line. All right, let's go. Oh Lord, this is the best stream yet. Where are we at? Given the amount of uncertainty, yeah, that's where we are. Let me drink some more water. Given the amount of uncertainty, almost every position was taken on every topic. And on every topic, someone was eventually proved right. And someone else was proved wrong. This is so... God, the gaslighting is so good in this one. I'll give her an A+ for gaslighting because it's so what happened. This is 100% that uncle who was wrong, who will not tell you he was wrong, he won't admit it, or that teacher who would never admit he was wrong, but you know he's wrong, or somebody's mama, you know, who somebody's mama's. I've seen that happen. God bless those people who have those people as their mom, because I don't know how I could live with that. In some instances, the right people were right for the wrong reasons. Yo, the right people were right for the wrong reasons. Make this make sense. In some instances, the right people were right for the wrong reasons. I have to get that on a shirt. That's going to be on the shirt. And then this one right here also in the front. Someone was eventually proved right, and someone was proved wrong. Oh my God, this is double triple speak. I've heard of double speak. This is double triple speak. Soon she's going to do a double somersault in this too. Triple, quadruple, double speak. Oh my God. In other instances, they had a presence, is it prescience? Oppression? They had a prescient understanding. I've never heard of prescient before. That's interesting. Is that like omnipresent? Oh, I'm going to stop right there. In other instances, they had a prescient understanding of the available information. So that probably means like, off the top of my head, I've never seen that word before. I'm sure it's a real word. That's got to be like, that's like a $10 word. I forgot what that other term was called, but that's like, that means it's presence everywhere, right? That means it's information that's abundant, right? You correct me if I'm wrong. Someone will tell me I'm wrong. The people who got it right, for whatever reason, may want to gloat. Those who got it wrong, for whatever reason, may feel defensive and retrench into a position that doesn't accord with the facts. Oh my God. All of this gloating and defensiveness. Yo, if you're wrong, you're wrong. See, this is what I'm talking about. The ego, okay? The ego, the inability, okay, to just admit you were wrong already tells me your lack of maturity. 1. And 2, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. The discussion you're having is not in good faith. This is a bad faith argument. When you just want to be right, then it doesn't even matter what the topic is. Okay, I've dated enough people, women, I'm gonna just say it, who just want to be right. Okay, it's not about the topic. It doesn't matter. It could have been about ham. Okay, it could have been about anything, checkers, you name it. They just, it's the same result. Okay, so this is not even, they're not even present right now. They've tuned out. The ego investment is in, and they don't care. They are riding this token to zero is what I'm trying to say. Okay, it doesn't matter what the token was. They're going for zero. They've already aped in. That false sunk fallacy has kicked into high gear. The people, okay, where we are, right here. Yeah, that's right. All this gloating and defensiveness continues to gobble up a lot of social energy and drive to the culture war. So she admits it. The culture war is real. Okay. Well, at least we're not gaslighting about that anymore, because not too long ago there was no culture war. That wasn't a thing. Apparently, we were. It's all in our head. Conspiracy, woo, magical thinking. Now it's out in the open. Now you admit it as a culture war. Now we can't talk. We can't argue about that anymore. Now it's out in the open, and now we know, and no one's have to battle. I'm okay with that. You see that again, guys. This chess game not that hard. You know, they got to admit a couple of things, and then once they admit a couple of things, you got them as soon as before you know it, you got them. You just a couple more games. You just got to play a couple more steps. Just got to move a couple more pieces. Eventually, they only got 2 pieces left because they're not very bright. And to drive the culture wars, especially on the internet, these discussions are heated, unpleasant, and ultimately unproductive. Then why are you having them? In the face of so many uncertainty, and they love using that word, getting something right had a hefty element of luck. No, it didn't. No, it didn't at all. Not even a little bit of luck. Okay, because luck is like if I buy the right token, or luck is like if I went to sleep and I only had 2 hours of sleep and I was able to wake up, and make it to a flight or something. That's luck. This ain't luck, okay? This is just pattern recognition. You see something, you're like, last time this other thing happened, and the same thing happened last time. I think this thing's gonna happen the same way, and then it does. Surprise! Is that luck? I don't think so. That's just looking at human behavior and understanding human behavior. These discussions are heated. Yeah, we got to that point. And there we go. And similarly, Getting something wrong wasn't a moral failing. Treating pandemic choices, I shouldn't have said that word. I got myself trapped in the corner now. Choices as a scorecard on which some people racked up points than others is preventing us from moving forward. One of these days, I'm going to do, what is that called, where you use the source edit. I'm going to have to source edit it so then I can have the words already pre-edited in there. You were right about Katana, and you weren't. Okay, sure. We have put these fights aside and declared a Katana event amnesty. No, we haven't. We can leave all the willful purveyors of actual misinformation while forgiving the hard calls that people had no choice to make with imperfect knowledge. You can keep telling yourself those lies, but we both know the truth, and that's good enough for me. Los Angeles County closed its beaches in summer 2020. Ex post facto, this makes no more sense than my family's mass hiking trips. At least she admitted that was stupid. It's a little too late, but at least she admitted it. But we need to learn from our mistakes and then let them go. We need to forgive the attacks too. Because I thought schools should reopen and argue that kids as a group were not at high risk. It was called, quote, teacher killer, and, quote, a quote genocidaire, unquote. It wasn't pleasant, but feelings were high, and I certainly don't need to dissect and rehash that time for the rest of my days. Moving on is crucial now. Because the Katana event created many problems that we still need to solve. You alone, ma'am. Let's scroll down real quick. I was wrong on some stuff. Technically, I was right about certain things. Prescient. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Prescient. So it is prescient. Okay. Having presence. Prescience. Okay. Having prescience or knowledge of things or events before they exist or happen. Oh, so this is hindsight kind of thing, right? Okay. So this is kind of hindsight before they exist. Okay. Got it. It's like if you're a time traveler, you already know the future. Okay. So it's like that magic card. All right. That's this is too much, guys. I have some tough words for this when this is over, by the way. This is not over. And then we have a video to watch. 2 videos. I'm going to try and not watch the whole thing for both. I'm going to try a clip to the right section. I hope I can clip it. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I think I seen them like a week ago, so we'll see how that goes. One I saw today, so I think I can clip to the right spot. We'll see. Let me see where we are. Student test scores have shown historic declines, more so in math than in reading, and more so for students who are disadvantaged at the start. We need to collect data, experiment, and invest. That's a tough word for me right now. Ooh, the best makes me scared now. Is high dosage tutoring more or less cost effective than extended school years? Why have some states recovered faster than others? We should focus on questions like these because answering them is how we will help our children recover. Many people have neglected their health care over the past several years. Notably, routine wax rates for children for measles, pertussis, etc. are way down. Rather than debating the role that messaging about katana waxes had in this decline, we need to put all our energy into bringing these rates back up. Pediatricians and public health officials will need to work together on community outreach, and politicians will need to consider school mandates. Jesus. The standard saying is that those who forget history are doomed to repeat it, but dwelling on the mistakes of history can lead to a repetitive doom loop. Yo, doom loop. I'm writing that down. We are using that. That's gonna be, you better believe that's a thumbnail. Oh, Lord, have mercy. That's a beautiful word. I love it. Thank you, Emily. Appreciate you. Doom loop. Oh, my God. Oh, Artemis gonna love that one too. That's nice. Let's acknowledge that we made complicated choices in the face of deep uncertainty, and then try to work together to build back and move forward. Oh, is this the end of that? That was it? Oh, hell no. That's all you had? Emily, how could you? I was hoping for more. You're killing me, Emily. This is it? You blue balling me. Come on, man. I need more. You don't have enough cringe for this. Now I have to go back out there and talk about what you just said and why it was stupid. I would rather have more lighthearted material to laugh at and then go in on you, okay, with no lube. That would have been better. But now I have to go in with no lube. It's unbelievable. You know, the things you make me do. Okay, so Emily is an economist, just like somebody else we know at Brown University. Okay, she's the author of The Family Firm. The Family Firm. That family's doomed. Data-driven, that's dark. I apologize, that's dark. A data-driven guide to better decision-making. Oh, Lord. She is like the worst person for that book. A data-driven guide to better decision-making in the early school years. I think I would rather read from Aaron Clary. You know how I feel about that. And expecting better. Why the conventional pregnancy wisdom is wrong. What does that even mean? Conventional pregnancy wisdom and what you really need to know. Oh my God. Dear Lord, have mercy. This person. There's a lost soul right here. I feel like Emily is like a cursed name. Like, you name her Emily. I mean, hopefully she has a good in with somebody, a good family she marries into, so she doesn't get ostracized. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. All right, here we go. So let's get back out there. We'll talk about it. Let's talk about it. It's a tough topic. People acted badly. Yeah, people acted badly. Doom loop. Doom loop. So good. That's a juicy word. I'm taking it. That's what I got out of this topic. All right. So I'm going to give you a piece of my own take. And then I'm going to scroll to the top. Let's scroll to the top. I'm going to scroll all the way to the top. We'll go into it. And then I'm going to show you some other people's takes. I'm going to start with this. Okay. You want to forgive. You want to go back to before 2019. Okay. I'm going to tell you something my father told me many years ago. Okay. Be careful what you say to some people in their face and what you say behind their back and what you do in that moment, in that heated moment. You cannot go back when it comes to certain things. You cannot go back. Well, actually, let me go to my own. Let me get my face up there. You can't go back with certain things, okay? You just can't go back. Many people lost their parents, okay? Their parents, their grandparents, and you didn't let them talk to them. You didn't let them, many of you, I didn't say you, Emily, not specifically you, but there's many other Emilys out there. There's a whole army of the zombies, okay? Nurses and doctors and officials and, retirement home people. A lot of people can only talk to their parents through the screen door before they passed on. They couldn't even hug them, okay? And they were already doomed to die. They were going to die. They were going to pass away, okay? You already knew that, all right? That's inevitable. You can't be God. You can't do it, okay? We're only people. We're human beings, okay? We're not Mother Nature, all right? This thing, whether it was made in a lab or if it was natural, doesn't matter, okay? If the end result is it's inevitably going to be in the air and it's going to be in people's bodies and it's going to make old people at risk and they're going to pass away, then that's going to happen. That it is what it is. That's the inevitable. The most human thing you can do, the most dignifying thing you can do is allow the grown folks who are adults, who are consenting, to meet with their children before they pass away. Okay, I'm going to say that again. The most human, dignifying thing you could do is allow consenting adults meet with their kids who are grown adults, and some of them also children too, who want to have physical contact with their families, okay, before they pass on. They knew they were going to die. You knew they were going to die. The family knew they were going to die. And you still locked them away. And you want people to forgive you? You want people to forgive you for that? What is there to forgive? Think about that. Just consider that situation. Have a moment of reality and understand what you did. There is no forgiveness. There is nothing to forgive. You did what you did. It's over. You did that. You made that choice. You sat with that choice. You decided this is what we're going to do. We don't care. We're going to stick with this program. We're not going to get into human mode. We're going to stay on the robot path. So you chose that as an adult, as a consenting, like you are conscious. You are not under any influence. You are making a choice, an active choice. You did it. You pushed that button. You said, all right, this is what we're doing. So what is there to forgive? You didn't make a mistake. You did it. So that's what I'm going to say about that. And there's that one. And that's a real unfortunate reality. It's just unfortunate. So here is a funny moment here. Actually, this one's kind of, he's going into. He's going into. So that's, yeah, here we go. I think I could do this. Hopefully I don't boomer this. I might boomer this. I'll be honest with you guys. Let's see. I'm going to stop screen sharing. And then I'm going to try this. See, Tech Chief can do this. I'm just a boomer. I just accepted who I am. All right. I think I got this right. Okay. Present. Slide. Not slide. Share screen. Share screen. You go to the tab. And then I think it's under do not forget, do not forgive. And I think that's correct. Man, I have the weirdest things recommended to me. Like, this one makes sense because that's who this channel is. But everything else is, I don't know. Let me know if you can hear that. This is Rageaholic, aka Razor Fist from Arizona. This guy's channel is pretty based. I've been watching him for years. Let me know if you can hear it. If you can't, I'll fix it.
Has officially shifted dramatically. This time last year, 3 separate rants of mine were banished to the deepest, most depraved tracks of the YouTube memory hole for merely opining on this subject. And if I were to so much as mention the dreaded coof word, there's an 11 in 10 chance the Google Gestapo will still awkwardly and automatically append an obnoxious exhortation for us all to study the facts in detail, often with an accompanying link to website filled with information they now concede was false. And this authoritarian cohabitation of private business and state-sanctioned narrative is still something the
Let me know if you can hear it okay. Oh, you can hear it?
The free market. What a decuman difference a year makes. The Pope of the Pinko Pox, Anthony Fauci, has spent much of this past fall admitting fault while awkwardly evading culpability, and what he's since conceded was a mishandling of the response to the bat death. While Menshevik mouthpiece The Atlantic published an op-ed just a week ago that insisted, as if it hadn't been loudly suggested by the previous president and his supporters for over a year, that lengthy school closures were a failed policy, and as if they hadn't called him a dangerous fascist for so much as proposing it. And it's also The Atlantic that made more waves than Boogie's waterbed this week when they suggested unironically that we declare a mutual pandemic amnesty. We need to forgive one another for what we did and said when we were all in the dark about COVID. On the face of it, the eternal optimist might take this to mean that we wipe the injuries on either end of the ledger clean and move forward wiser and as one. In practice, what emerges is an unremitting tempest of sophistry and rationalization, inexpertly camouflaged as conciliatory claptrap. Are there affronts on both sides? Sure, the laws of probability being what they are, I'll just go ahead and assume that there are. But only one side of the societal schism passed mandates to disemploy any and all who refused to comply with edicts they now admit were functionally useless. Only one side shuttered California's entire beachfront for interminable months, rounding up and arresting all who violated the spurious directive. Only one side persecuted congregations for convening regular church services, sometimes under penalty of imprisonment, while taking cringeworthy care to craft a public statement via the CDC, abjuring the self-same directives for racial rioters, effectively underwriting the Summer of Love festivities that killed 19 people in just 14 days, or as it's known in Chicago, a slow weekend. Only one side prescribed.
Probably should cut that part out. I probably should let that play.
From attending the death of a beloved grandparent, spouse, or even child, and it was only one side that refused to even entertain the suggestion that the Wuhan lab leak was responsible for the pandemic, despite credible health officials strongly suggesting otherwise, nearly all of whom were penalized by having their social media accounts forcibly closed. And it's only one side who now quietly acknowledged the truth of the lab leak theory in Congress just this past month, with only conservative news outlets even bothering to report that fact. You weren't in the dark. You were wearing blinders, and you had anyone who attempted to remove them deplatformed or arrested. Quit lying. And yes, I'm aware these are not perfectly unique observations, but first off, this is YouTube. You're subscribed to 100 channels that offer nothing but observations that are not unique. Why piss on me? And second, the purpose of this video isn't to offer some manner of earth-shattering insight or existential treatise. It's not to marshal an army or helm a social movement. My reason for making this video is simple: to remind you of what they did. I think it's fair to say, in a world where we went from Obama opposes gay marriage in 2008 to government-funded penis removal.
I forgot about that.
The only
Hold on 1 second. I forgot about that. I completely forgot. He opposed gay marriage. Oh my God, that's a whole other lifetime ago. Wow. Lord, that's like a whole other universe ago. That feels like Earth 3 or something. That don't even feel like this universe. Wow. I completely rabbit holed that one. It like went down the memory hole completely. Wow, what else did we forget? You know what I mean? Anyways,
what we need is to separate the term fallacy from slippery slope. Never mind that slippery slope sounds like the name of an Asian Dick Tracy villain. For said incline to be politically effective, it must first be lubricated. And the authoritarian opposition cannot accomplish that because they aren't in a position to. Only entrenched a-holes on our own side can facilitate that particular feat. 100 years of accepting the false premises of our enemies by arguing on their own terms should long have disabused you of that fallacious notion. It wasn't the brilliance of socialist economists or bra-burning feminists that turned universities into struggle session study hall. It was right and libertarian-leaning economists who were so busy arguing the inefficiencies and impracticalities of socialism that they unwittingly and implicitly accepted the underlying unspeakable evil that seizing the property of strangers is morally permissible if it's done in service to some nebulous collective social principle. Milton Friedman and Murray Rothbard, whatever their other virtues, did more harm to liberty and property rights by arguing on and thus accepting the flawed moral premises of their enemies than the most frothing, fidel-filating socialismo in all of academia. Hell, the lockdowns, mandates, and assorted-ass hattery would have been impossible if implemented only by the opposition. It was Trump himself who initiated same, albeit with a fair amount of buyer's remorse within weeks of enacting it. And if Trump intends to run for a second and final term in 2024, it's a lesson he must demonstrate he's learned, or I, for one, will happily pull the lever for Paul, DeSantis, or a grilled cheese sandwich before I allow a well-meaning moron to grace the despotic slip and slide.
Oh, jeez.
So the true tyrants can inherit and exploit it, as Biden inarguably has. Because if we don't, then just as before,
Yep.
when we move
Yep.
on, when we forget,
Yep.
when false premise piles upon false premise, then the very fabric of reality is permitted to be indicted, not by objective fact or observable reality, but by narrative as misportrayed by mainstream media, which brings us to why we're here, seated beside the smoldering rubble of the post-apocalypse, where 1,000 false narratives congealed into one incendiary uber falsehood that enabled our entire political and media class to attack, arrest, or otherwise unperson anyone at all who dared be instructed by their own eyes, ears, and discernment. And now the trust the science crowd are feeling a little less trusting of the science. Now the Fauci and the Funky Bunch are adding more
Trust the science crowd.
Stat sheet, and you suddenly want to bury the hatchet? Oh, sweet cherubic summer child. We won't be forgetting, and we're well beyond forgiveness. We won't forget losing gainful employment at the altar of authoritarian mandates.
I'm gonna pause that right there. The gainful employment part has been, like, let me just say, the gainful employment part absolutely was one of the most terror-inducing things I've seen in quite a long time from a lot of different people from all walks of life. There were people I have forgotten. Okay, I'm telling you now. There were people I had forgotten even existed who reached out to me on Facebook, on AIG, I had an old IG. I don't use it anymore. I don't have it anymore. But it got to that point where I was just like, I can't listen to these sad stories, man. People losing their jobs. Like, people I knew who lost their jobs because they just wouldn't put that foreign substance in their system that they knew was not tested right. It was not tested, okay? It was tested like how they test like how they test experimental weapons. But they're like, hey, just put it out there and try it. That's the weapon test. You know, okay? That's the same kind of test. You know, in fact, I would even say military test their weapons way more than the wax was tested on the people. I'm gonna say that right now. The military tests their equipment far more than the wax was tested on the people before the people were being used, right? They would not do certain types of tests because they just wanted to speed it out and get it out in the streets. Okay, remember? Warp speed. They said, warp speed. Okay, they wanted to be out there in a flash. Okay, they also had those flash problems where people were turning into all sorts of things. I won't go into detail. Raymond, what did Raymond say? I've said it for a few years now that a slippery slope is valid, not a fallacy. Ad absurdum is already a fallacy, but that's its own thing. And the reason that people thought slippery slope and the reason that people thought slippery slope was invalid, that was way too smart for me, especially this time of night. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll reread this and think, oh yeah, that's what he means, because I have not had my coffee. Let me scroll up. I know I missed some. I'm gonna scroll up. It's okay, bro. I boom too sometimes. I too boom sometimes. I like that. That's like a feng shui. It's all very Confucius of you, my friend. Thank you. AZ is lit, boys. Oh, I agree with you. I'm gonna be visiting. That's trust me. It's a good state. Let me see now. Yin, I stomped your puppy, but I really think it's time for people to forgive others for stomping puppies. That's the quote of the show. Oh man, don't forget, Katana showed us who some people really are. That's why I call it Katana, because it cut right through. Okay, it cut right through in more ways than we realized until now. You can't go back on certain things. I agree with you. By the way, what's up, Spark55? I see you, bro. Thank you. Let me scroll on down. Scrolling on down. Now, some of you don't know this, but there's a big YouTuber who used to say that all the time. Scrolling on down. Scrolling down some more. Scrolling down some more. Shout out to who can figure out who said that. What big YouTuber said that? He started a whole movement. I'll put it that way. It's about setting a precedent. I agree. It's about setting a precedent, 100%. All right, this is the end of that video, and then I'm gonna actually what I'll do is we'll get to this crescendo, and then we'll go to the next video.
Warned you about passing. We won't forget beloved local businesses being bulldozed.
Am I? No, I'm not. I'm the big guy right now, right? Let's just I'll put my face down there. There you go. All right, here we go.
By alarmist collectivism. We won't forget bidding farewell to the ones we love over the intimacy of Skype. We won't
the intimacy of Skype.
Forget funerals convened behind a plastic divider if we were allowed to attend at all, only for Gammy to be fired into the earth in a pneumatic fucking tube like a paycheck at a drive-through bank teller. We will not allow you to recast it as Trump's lockdowns when you demanded he do worse and did once your shambling shitheel was installed into office. Trump shoulders his share of the blame for a fact, but his culpability in the status monstrosity we're presently enduring is a teardrop on the face of the fucking ocean next to what you've allowed to occur. We do not accept your apology. We are not talking terms. My response is as pithy and permissive as the one you shot at us over the preceding 2 years. Get fucked and go to jail, though not necessarily in that order. I'm Razor Fist. Don't forget, don't forgive, and God fucking speed.
I agree. Don't forgive. You don't have to do that. That's not your job. That's not your job. Don't worry about forgiving. If you want to, that's up to you. Scrambling shit heel. I like that too. When he shambling shit heel. When he fell, it's hilarious. That's terrible. I shouldn't say that. That's not funny. It's never funny when someone falls. Watch me fall too, and I'll be like, "Oh no, this clip is coming back to me." Okay. I feel like I'm insulting the guy if I do this next clip because it's next to Razor Fist. Because Razor Fist is it's a tough act to follow, but also it kind of might paint you into a conservative corner, which is not what I'm trying to do. This guy is like anti-politics, okay? So just to let you know, but he's a good YouTuber, very normal. Okay, and by the way, that's the new path I'm headed down. By the way, with this channel, the future is like we are headed towards just trying to be normal, like not budging on any of this weird stuff that's going on. I refuse to allow my own space, my own inner thoughts, my mindset to be dragged down by these crabs in a bucket. Okay. So this channel is going to become more of a upbeat, kind of, bright, sunny place, right? And not like, overly bright and sunny, kind of unrealistic. I'm talking about like as far as overall mood, like of the vibe of the channel, it's going to be, a more upbeat viewpoint of life, but at the same time, we're obviously going to be realistic. I've always told you about that. This is a very nuanced channel. Gray is the color scheme. Silver, gray. It's kind of the color scheme of most of the stuff here, right? There's a reason for that. I want you to know that this is a very nuanced place. It's not black and white. Life is not black and white. It's very messy, and I think navigating it as an adult, just kind of being able to see the line in between, right? That's the silver line. That's funny. As being able to see the silver line in between is what makes you a functioning adult versus a non-functioning adult. Like the person who's like, we have to forgive. It's like, you don't understand nuance. There's people who are going to hate you. You're just going to have to live with that for the rest of your life. You made that choice, right? Those people made that choice. Life isn't over for you necessarily, but you did ostracize yourself from normal society by doing what you did, right? So that's what they did. Emily and her crew, that mindset has destroyed their lives as far as what it used to be. Now they have to take the pieces together and forge something new from it, and hopefully it's going to be something that's sustainable. That's their own direction that they have to go. For us, people like us who decided not to fall into line with that, who decided to go our own path. I always talked about that shadow path, the whole shadow pill mindset, being able to just go your own way and figure things out for yourself. you're now in a new spot where you can actually recreate normal again, right? So again, we are in a way in a new frontier where the future is ours, and we can actually create something new that is still normal and still successful as far as like what our old lives were. It's pretty much can be one-to-one for the most part. Of course, there's going to be things that's never going to be quote unquote normal again, but normal is what you make it, right? You kind of dictate how normal your life is going to be in the future, as long as you take reins of it, right? As long as you make choices that allow you to have the power to actually live that life. And so that also includes, eating healthy when you can, exercising, good hygiene, teaching your kids good lessons, giving them good values, so then they're able to combat BS and have a backbone and step up against the BS and not take a knee to the BS, and be able to be in a position, making decisions where they can walk away too and do the same thing, and that's part of life. That's part about being an adult, not being beholden to any third party, whether be it the government, be it a boss, be it anybody. Again, they're not God, right? That's why I say nobody can be God for you. I say that all the time. It's a great lesson I learned in life. Nobody can be God for you. That means no one can be responsible for you. You have to be responsible for yourself and make your own decisions. And then B, also that means nobody, which is, they're both positive things. And then the B, nobody can, really dictate to you how to live, so long as you're not, harming your community, via some sort of criminal act, right? So there's that nuance there. Let me go ahead and get that next clip. I wonder how that's going to go. You might hear it. I'm not sure if you're going to hear it. Let me know if you can hear it. Yeah, I'm going to put it right here. Okay. All right. Let's see. This is an OG YouTuber I'm going to introduce you to, named Stuttering Craig. I've been watching Stuttering Craig since 2008, maybe 7. I can't remember. It's been too long. I just watch him like every now and then now, but lately I've been binge watching it. But before then, I've been watching every now and again, like every couple of months, just kind of come back and kind of watch 1 or 2, 3 videos. And, he used to be the guy who created, he was the guy who created ScrewAttack.com. I don't know if you guys remember. He worked with Game Trailers, that channel. Let me see, that website, really, back before YouTube even existed. Who also worked with Angry Video Game Nerd, that James Rolfe, that channel. Let me see if I think I got this right. Let's try this. Share screen. That's OG, man. That's old school YouTube. Back when YouTube was just advertisements, or not advertisements, but whatchamacallit. They were the videos you did yourselves were just advertisements for whatever business you were trying to do. You didn't get paid through YouTube. This needs to be set. That's the one. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put it on full screen. And then before I do that, let me look at the chat. Okay, cool. We're good on the chat. All right. This one right here. Oh, why is it? Volume is too low. Is the volume low on this one too? Let me just make sure the volume. There it is.
Mad. Makes me so, like, God, it just gets my blood boiling so much. God, you see, God, okay, I said I wasn't going to say anything, but here it is. You spent the last 2 years telling people they couldn't see their family dying on
he said the same thing I said. I swear to God, guys. I swear to God, that is so funny. Because I did not 100% remember even saying that. That is so fun. I'm sorry. That's hilarious.
Giving people hugs through pieces of plastic. People losing their job. Not able to see people, their life. Not able to travel. Not able to move from place to place because they didn't get a freaking jab.
Yeah.
Losing their livelihood.
Yep.
Losing their family. Losing the one thing that you can't have. The one thing you don't get back. Time.
Yep.
When the data was there. And you're just going to wipe it all away. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. You. God, I'm sweating. It's ridiculous.
Elizabeth Warren too. That's funny.
Sorry, that just drives me freaking crazy. Like I'm not a violent person. I'm not a hateful person, but that just unreal. The arrogance that you must have to think that you can just say, "Oops, my bad. Oops, my fault." Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? She's gonna wipe the last 2 years. Okay, we'll just wipe off grandma who died because she couldn't see. She died of loneliness because she couldn't spend any time with her grandson. She had to look at him through a window with a flimsy mask on. She made a crochet because she had to have something on. Ridiculous. Unreal.
All right. I just wanted to put that clip. The rest of the video is good. I'll put both in the comment section in the description there. It's a good video. He just goes in and just breaks down every single argument about it and just how stupid it is. Like, just the idea of forgiving for no reason is just so stupid. Everything, pretty much. Yeah, you remember Screw Attack? Me too, bro. It was good. That was good. That was I know people make fun of it a little bit because, hold on, let me just go ahead and do this real quick. I know people make fun of it because of the old Pro Jared thing, but Pro Jared was always a little odd. Let's just call it what it is. He was always odd. Even back then, I went to the Texas, I think it was SGC. I went to that event. The whatchamacallit, what the hell is it called? It was a Screw Attack Game Con or conference, or I can't remember the description of that, but SGC, it was their con, and it was that was like they had everybody there. Pretty much everybody was there, and he was weird back then too. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think nothing weird, like he wore dresses and stuff. I didn't know that part, but oh well, it is what it is. But anywho, let's not go down that dark path. That's a whole world. Maybe I'll review that one day. I'll talk about that and review that and go into my own assessment about when I met Jared and what I thought. Yo, that handshake was limp. That's all I remember. That's too much. I'm sorry. That's too much. That's not for today. We'll do that in another day. My point is that was a good time back in the day when things made sense. If I had known what the future holds, that's how you know, by the way. You don't know what you know until it's already gone. You don't know what you have until it's already gone. Appreciate everything you got. And because you never know if it's gonna go. Because times were simpler back then. Now I was still having goals and dreams of doing stuff and hating where I was at the time. You know, I was living pretty poor because I was just recovering from the economy crash. They caught me good, went pants down. That was what, 2008, 9. Caught me good, and it's hilarious because the iPhone had come out in 2007. I want to say it was 7. And I knew people who bought that iPhone, and then the economy crashed, and then they had a fucking, pardon my French, they had a brick phone because they couldn't pay the bills because they lost their job. Oh my God. But my point is, what I'm trying to say is, back then, even with all that happening, that was still simpler than the times that we're in now. You know, it was still a lot easier to handle all that than what we got right now. You know what I mean? So I do have an appreciation for the past and what I learned from that. And also, you know, that kind of helped me build the backbone for all this stuff that was happening and handling that, because I've been through a lot of shit, and that part of my French, and everything that happens to you in life, it can be used in the future to better yourself, make better decisions, right? You can use it to better your life in the future, right? Learn a lesson, whatever it is, whatever bad thing it is, learn a lesson from it, and then build your character with that, right? Forge yourself into a flame. Forge yourself into a strong iron that will not bend against the BS wind that's coming out of these fart holes. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time, guys. God bless you. I don't know if I'm going to keep this up. I probably will just, I don't know, put it behind the thingy. I'll probably not private, but whatchamacallit, do the other thing. If you're on my Telegram, it'll be on the Telegram. You can watch it through the Telegram, and I'll put that under the thing. Get on my Telegram, man. Get on the Telegram. You know what to do. Click on it and subscribe to it, and then you'll be able to get everything. There's even a video in there that's hidden behind the scenes in there. That's Telegram only. So that there are benefits. Let me see. Tom says, nice Invincible comics. Were they always there? Yes, they were always there, my friend. That one right there, the one that's right next to me, is it this right here? Right here? That's fresh. They signed that themselves. I bought this in 2008, 9. And he signed it. Ryan Otley. And then what's his name? Kirkman's in the back somewhere down there. And that one's a Magic Ice Age comic. What's his name? Signed it. I forgot his name. Was it Christopher Rush? I can't remember. But old boy signed it many years ago. Up there, another Frank Frazetta. Inside is a signature from. I messed up. That was a story from another day, but I messed up and I didn't get him to sign the cover. I got his people to sign the inside of the book, which was a mistake. I meant to get the inside. It was a busy con that day. It was too chaotic. I couldn't remember. I was having 50 books. I shouldn't have had that many books. You know what I mean? Some books they signed on the cover, I lost that. Yeah, I could talk about that one day. All the stories of all the comics that are up here. There's a lot more that aren't up here. I need to start putting more up. We'll see. In the future, I'll probably do that. This one right here is one of my favorites. The one up here, the Avengers up here, is one of my favorites. I'll talk about comics one episode. We'll do that. That'll be fun. And then there's Trencher up there, somewhere up there. And then this one's one of the best books, Wolverine books out there. And then this one's one of the best, most violent Avengers comics out there, Siege. There's a page that's just a guy getting ripped in half. I think it's Hercules. I think so, if I'm not mistaken. And then this one's a pretty violent ending over here, where Nick Fury gets gotten. Anything else? Am I forgetting? I think that's about it. We'll talk about comics in the future. I got a bunch of stories. I recognize the title, but it wasn't until the animated show last year really put me on Invincible. Yo, Invincible, the comic is legit. I don't know about the show because I only hear it. I haven't watched the show. I've only heard good things about it, so that's good. But if you get a chance, read the book because the plot twists don't stop. The plot twists don't stop. They just don't stop. They really don't. It's like One Punch Man almost. It just don't stop. It really don't. Anywho, that's it, guys. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Take it easy.